everybody? Brickhouse here on a Monday, March the 4th. Welcome to almost spring. Yeah, still got a couple weeks till spring, but it feels like spring. Last weekend, or late last week, over the weekend, we had the NFL Scouting Combine. And, well, the majority of the focus was on the players at the Combine, you know, getting all their measurables, interviews with NFL teams, so on and so forth to boost their draft stock. This little nugget came out from Pro Football Talk, and this was posted yesterday over on X. When you spend most of the week immersed in the NFL at the Scouting Combine, you pick up some things. Here's one. There's still a sense that the NFL is going to push the NFLPA to agree to expand the season to 18 regular season games. Now, for those of you that don't remember, back 3 years ago during the labor negotiations between the NFL and the NFL Players Association, they expanded the schedule from 16 to 17 games while removing one game from the preseason schedule. Because remember, the preseason used to be 4 games, now it's 3. Well, if you're the NFL and your revenues keep growing and growing and growing, how do you ensure those revenues keep growing? Well, you add another game to the schedule. So, over at Pro Football Talk, Mike Florio put out this little tidbit in an article, and I'm pulling this actually from Awful Announcing, and thank you, Andrew Buckholtz. But I'm going to focus on this little section right here. The first hint of it came when Browns GM Andrew Berry explained on PFT Live that Cleveland and other teams are proposing a delay of the trade deadline by 14 days from the Tuesday after Week 8 to the Tuesday after Week 10. Berry said that 1 week was aimed at accounting for the extra week created by the 17th regular season game, and that the second week was in anticipation of further expansion of the regular season to 18 games. That happened on Tuesday. In talking to folks after that, I mentioned Berry's plan with the anticipation of another game. The reaction was basically, yeah, that's coming. It likely won't come until the next labor deal, which I believe is 2030. And the league will likely have the same determination that it had 4 years ago when it was clear that the league wanted an extra game badly enough to lock out players like the NFL did in 2011. Now, I get where the players are coming from with injury concerns, extending the season, so on and so forth. I get it. But as somebody pointed out here in a reply on the X posting or Twitter posting or whatever you want to call it, I think 18 games is doable if the NFL would do this. You go to an 18-game season, you offer 2 bye weeks. 2. Now, your season's 20 weeks long, which, is going to push off the Super Bowl. But that's fine. You're already playing the Super Bowl in February anyway. And there's not much going on between the end of the NFL season and the start of Major League Baseball except for spring training. I mean, does anybody really watch the NBA anymore? I don't watch any hockey until the playoffs come around, and that's when hockey catches my eye. I mean, you do have March Madness, which I'm vested in March Madness. So, like this person said here, throw in an extra bye week and move the trade deadline back and cut down another preseason game. Good to go. Yeah, that's the other thing too. You can cut it down to 2 preseason games, which, let's face it, in today's world, the NFL, most rosters are pretty well set. You're only talking about a handful of players fighting for spots. And those handful of players fighting for spots can be evaluated and determined within a couple of weeks. Somebody else here said 18 regular season means a lot of teams will be playing football 20 plus weeks a year. That doesn't even include training camp or preseason, which is intense too. Too physical a game to be played that much. The cost would be worse on-field product. 16 felt perfect. I would have to disagree with that. Players are bigger, stronger, faster. Players train pretty much year-round now when it comes to football. I think if you do give it the 18 games, 2 bye weeks, over 20 weeks, you cut down to 2 preseason games, and like this person says here, and 8 playoff teams per conference, I think you hit the sweet spot when it comes to the football season. Now, getting the players to agree to that, that's another story. But I think it could happen. I think it could happen before 2030. So what do you guys think? Do you think 18 games in the NFL season's too long? Do you think we're good where we're at with 17? Comment down below. Share your thoughts, share your opinions. While you're at it, please take the time to smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. And with that, I will see you later.